We need some WD-40 on that bitch. If you don't know what WD-40 is, it's basically a lubricant that you put on stuff that makes sounds like this. But yeah, you know what I mean. Anywho, hope your guys' day is going good. I guess today's video will be different. Usually I take a walk when with the dog. Well, at night, you know. But fuck it, we'll do a little bit. We'll do it like this, you know. This one's about narcissists and empaths and stuff. Well, they got a bird feeder. That's cute. That's fucking cute, man. Bird feeding. That's actually cute because we do get a lot of birds, so. Anywho. Yeah, we got the Christmas lights. Of course, we got the moon, as always. We got the Christmas lights. But not, as always, I hope your guys' day is going good. You know what I mean? Hopefully you started your day good. If it's not, it's going to get better. Trust. You just got to focus on the gratitude and doing the stuff that you love. You know, that's what I do and it helps. Because if all that is this present moment, we can't keep focusing on the past. You know what I'm saying? It's always easy. Sometimes it's hard, but when you bring your awareness to the present moment, you know, the mind loves to create things to get mad about and worry about and be sad about. But when you meditate and still the mind and connect to the awareness of the present moment, that's when you reclaim the peace, the power. That's not the point of this video. I mean, I just need to tell you. Sorry, my nose is dry. Fuck. But this one's about like how, if you've ever wondered why you as an empath seem to attract a lot of narcissist people, and it's just like, bro, I've grown up with a narcissist mom, so I know how it is, you know. But honestly, at a higher level, you know how we chose our avatar in our life here? Like we chose to be here. We also chose our parents and all that. So you chose, you know, your parents. So at a higher level, I chose my mom, right? Knowing that she has narcissistic tendencies and stuff, me as infinite chose that so that that energy dynamic could help to awaken me. I see that. But at first, it's like, you don't really understand that, right? When you're still remembering who you are, it's like, what the fuck is this, huh? Fuck you. But you just gotta understand one thing as to why empaths seem to fucking attract narcissists. It's understanding the relationship dynamics that they share. Because they share similarities, man. They do. Believe it or not. It's the relationship between an empath and a narcissist. It's not coincidence. It's a reflection. Just as everything in reality, right? But yeah, it's a reflection. Both carry the same core wound that there's something wrong with me. You know, but they've learned opposite ways to cope with it. So like the narcissist says, I'll control others so that they never see my pain, so that they never see me. They build a false self, a false identity to demand attention, you know, manipulate and take, and all to cover the shame they refuse to deal with, that they refuse to feel. Because you gotta understand, healing happens by feeling. Nice. I was like, what was that sound? It's a palm tree moving. Whereas the empath says, I'll help everyone else so that they'll love me. You know, they gotta ease the tension so that they feel good, so that they're loved and accepted. You know, so that they feel safe. You know, they overgive, they overcare, and they self-abandon. You know, they abandon their own needs, all to feel worthy and safe. That's what the empaths usually do. So it's like two people, same wound, different masks. Like the narcissist hides from vulnerability, whereas the empath hides from boundaries. But here's the truth, guys. You can't heal by denying half of yourself, you know what I mean? When the empath learns to stop projecting their dark side, when they accept that it's okay to have needs, that's when the dynamic dissolves. That's when the reality shifts in their favor. It's not about fixing the narcissists, it's about integrating your own shadow, right? The parts of you that you labeled too much, selfish, or unlovable, even. Healing begins by feeling, but when you stop identifying as the savior, and remember that your worth was never dependent on what you give and what you do. You were and are and always have been enough, even before you tried to save anyone. Yeah, feel me? Trust me, I've been there, done that. But there's only so much you can do. You're not here to save everyone. Most of the time, you just gotta worry about yourself. And by you doing yourself, people are gonna feel that off of you. And then you act as a reflection, a catalyst for them to do the same. It's like you'll notice too, like narcissists, man, they love control, right? They're very connected to their ego. Whereas empaths, keep in mind though, everyone's an empath. There's just the people that aren't tuned into it. Even a narcissist is an empath, but they're tuning in. They're avoiding that ability. They're not in it. They're not tuning into it. They're just tuning into their narcissistic tendencies and unconsciousness, disconnected from higher self, and just very much connected to ego, and ego desires. I'm sorry, I saw lights up there and I was like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, you can't really see it. You see at the top, right there. Kinda. I don't know. But so really just integrate the part of you that's been rejected. And understand healing again begins when you stop identifying that you don't need to save everyone, alright? You're good. Just focus on yourself and your vision and your dream of this lifetime. And if there's one thing that being around narcissists has taught me, it's that to stand in your truth, stand in your power, stand and be grounded, don't let people walk all over you, Speak your truth, don't care. Say what you mean what you say. Because they're only reflecting the wounds that you may have. But the more you accept and not let them take your energy away, the brighter you're gonna shine, the stronger you're gonna feel. And it's funny too, narcissists, they seem to think that they know everything. But obviously no one knows everything. As they always say, the man who knows everything knows nothing. Shout out the moon. You don't gotta give yourself away to abandon your worth. It's like, isn't that crazy? Like the narcissist will just, it'll manipulate you, try to twist your perception on yourself and reality, gaslight you, just so they can keep that mask up. So you don't see them, the real them, the unhealed them, but you see them, especially as an empath, you're gonna see them. They think they're doing a good job hiding it, but no, we see their bullshit. It's like they're so disconnected and so just in their own head and feelings, whereas the empath usually is so connected in feeling everyone else's emotions, so everyone else's emotions and tensions become their own, and which is why they'll be a certain way just to keep the tension, right? Or use the tension, or be a certain way to get that validation. Whereas a narcissist is kind of like, they don't care, I don't care how you see me, and I don't need your validation. I am valid. I'm valid no matter what. So in a way, you can say the narcissist is kind of reflecting to just not care. Not toxically though, but in the sense of just, I'm me and I love who I am. And if you don't like me, then fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like they overdo it to where it's just ego and toxic, sure. But be so sure of yourself that you'll have others shook, you know? It may come off as cocky, you know, because you're so sure of yourself. But it's more so believing in yourself so much to the point where you are so sure. And not in an egotistical, narcissistical sense, right? That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. This was just a little quick video. Because, I don't know. Growing up around a narcissistic mother, right? I'm not really sick. It's just like my nose is dry. So it's making it like sound like I am. But if the one thing that I've learned is just standing in your truth and your power and stay grounded in your wants for yourself. Don't let them try to distort your perception of yourself. In reality, you know what you're doing. Don't worry. Only you know what you want for yourself. Don't listen to what they think you should do. Just go within yourself. What do you want to do for yourself? Where do you want to go with your life, you know? For me, it's videos, music, and I still want to do cybersecurity. I'm just going through a shift. Like, I plan on moving to Pennsylvania, so I'm not going to sit there and go to community college in California if I'm going to move, you feel me? So I'm just going to wait till I move and then do that. But anyways, getting off track, maybe not, but you got this, guys. Stay in the truth. Stay grounded. And remember, everything's a reflection. But most of the time, it's how we respond to it that matters, instead of instantly reacting. Alright, namaste, lady guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Phone buzzes, but I let it slide.